There are certain people who just seem to break the laws of time. You know, the Beyoncés or the Taylor Swifts of the world, the ones who seem to get more done in a day than you do in a whole week. Love Austin opposite hitter and Longhorn legend Juliann Faucette. She's one of those people. I sat down with Juliann to discuss how she's changing the game. Like most professional athletes, Juliann Faucette's mornings look like this.
That's such a good set! Yes!
But they start like this.
You can get down. Come here. You guys.
Hi. So I went along with the mother of three through one of her days to find out the one question we all want to know. How do you do it all?
People tell me all the time, you are super mom, you're super woman. But I tried to remind people that I'm not doing this alone. There's absolutely no way that I could do any of this alone.
Teammates,
1, 2, 3, get some!
A trainer,
15 years later, we're still here.
And family.
And then my mom, we do like a Sunday dinner.
All create a recipe for doing what she once thought was impossible. What was your mindset around playing and having kids before? Like, did you ever think that you'd be doing both?
No, absolutely not. I was very adamant about being a mom only. So I wanted to finish my career, wrap that up, and then focus on being a mom.
But then COVID, a layoff, and a call from her agent called her back to the court.
Watch a line here. He called with some news that a team in Italy wanted me to come and play for them. And I said, you know I just had a baby, right?
New job, new country, and a newborn created new struggles.
Turns out it was really hard. And I didn't have the best experience.
After 6 years playing throughout Europe and China, she stepped away for good, or so she thought.
Great set, Car.
4 years and 2 kids later, she got another call, this time from the newest pro volleyball team located in Austin.
No, good, great job, great job. We had some conversations about the possibility of coming back. And at this point, I was probably 4 months postpartum with my twins.
Yes, you heard that right. Twins. Double the smiles at home.
Whee!
But double the stress in the gym.
And then we spent a year just trying to make sure her body could sustain a season. So we spent a year working through just make sure we could sustain the season. Then we took an off period, let her body recover, and then started training for the season.
Training her body was taxing. But training her mind, terrifying.
The biggest fear was not being up to the standard of play that I have experienced before.
With no playbook in sight, Juliann had to rely on herself.
And I had just gone through a really traumatic experience with divorce and becoming a single mom and having to kind of pick myself up by the bootstraps and figure it out on my own, regardless of if I was going to play or not. And so going through that actually made me even stronger and made me feel like I can do anything.
Do anything.
We just had the norovirus.
But not for anyone, but for a special 1, 2, and 3.
Seeing them in the stands was such a sweet feeling, and seeing their faces, and you know, after the match when they were able to come onto the court and run up to me and say, "Mommy," and my oldest son telling me that I did such a good job, and it's so cool for him to be able to watch me play, and it brought me to tears. Even thinking about it now makes me emotional because, you know, he truly is proud, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, is to make them proud.
Wow, she's so resilient and an inspiration.
Insane. I was like, okay, I need to take on 5 other things because she's
doing
so
it all.
much, and she thrives.